Hey, when you build up a team, like a project team, there's like basically two types of teams. Let's imagine you're doing one thing, like you're doing a big survey and you want to have a lot of people doing the same thing. It's like you are surveying a lot of people. So like everybody is like basically doing the same thing. Like they're doing surveys and maybe putting them into a for anything, and but basically everybody is like doing the same, and then you have like somebody is like making some calculations, but like basically the whole team is like everybody is doing the same kind of thing. You have like one big result, everybody should be doing the same thing, and some people support this. And then you have like a team where, let's say you want to build an aircraft, you need all kinds of different expertises. So like the people are doing all kinds of different things, like one person is designing the aerodynamics, one person is designing the landing gear, one person is designing the engine, So very much different expertise. They are focusing on their stuff, and somehow the project management is bringing this together. But not everybody is doing the same thing. Somebody is doing this, somebody is like producing something. So they just do very different things, and you have to bring and coordinate this together. So that's like the two like really different types of teams. And you have to take this into account, what you kind of team you want to be building. And now the thing is that we are all different. We have all kinds of different preferences. It's really great. And now like you want to look like the people you enroll into your team, you're going to say, okay, Thomas is doing that. But maybe that is not what Thomas wants to do, or what Thomas is really good at, or whatever. It's like you have an idea what he could be doing, but actually like the bad thing is that what Thomas wants to do is what is he doing in your team. Otherwise you have like friction. So you want to look that the people who you enroll into your team, you want to do that they are doing what they really like and what preferably they are good at, that everybody is like really going to shine and motivated and doing their thing. So it's like you look for what kind of stuff do I need in my team, and where can people go in and match. That's like absolutely perfect. You look like that's where really enrolling. And even if somebody says, I can do this very well, but I would like to do that because I want to grow. Okay, let's have that person grow in this area because that person wants it. Also, if you force that person, you have to do this. You get your thing, but people are going to leave, and you don't make them happy, and it doesn't really work. So I make just an example from my work experience, and I had like a project manager, and they were working together with a person from from calculation department, finance department, and like these two people didn't work together. They couldn't, and like I thought, and I said, okay, it's obviously that person doesn't work together well with that person. But there's like another guy, these guys could work together. So I tried to get this going, but I didn't have the authority. And it was like some people were saying, no, they have to do it. It's, you can't choose here. It's like it's much easier to like, if I can try to change the personality of people, or I can just accept how they are and look at that it works best, and how I can make like little changes, like, just like in the project, how these people were like sorted together would have made a great difference. So it's really like, what is your task? As the leader, as a project manager, your leadership is to get really people what they want and need, and let them grow, and like put them into your team in a way that really, really works, and that they shine, that they like it. This is like really your task. So the learning here is not everybody needs to do the same thing. Really, like some people, and like even some people don't even need to show up to team meetings if it's not really necessary. But not everybody has to do the same thing. Some people think everybody has to do the same. No, it's like if somebody is really good in like going out and meeting people, have that person doing that thing, and off you go. Does that person have to take part in like strategizing and planning and whatever? Not really, it's like if that person is like fulfilling something for your team, perfect. Not everybody has to do the same thing. And by the way, you don't even have to, the people don't have to like each other. One of the best performing teams I have ever been in, there were people inside where I didn't like them. Some of them probably, they didn't like me. But everybody respected each other because they know I'm doing my thing, I'm doing this part for this aircraft, and there's this other guy who's really really, really good in what he's doing, and you could like trust this guy that he's getting his stuff done. But would I go out with him and have drinks and stuff? I don't know, not really. We didn't really have that. But that person is absolutely awesome in doing his job, and you didn't have to do much. You needed to give him some inputs and so on, but he was like taking care of stuff perfect, really good. So there are things which, if you have people, bring them together, have a good team, good thing. But not everybody needs that, and you don't have to. You don't want to force people into something what they don't want. If somebody is just like doing a thing, person is performing like crazy, his awesome job. You don't want to drag them into something like having team meetings and sitting there for hours in a Zoom, or doing like we have to strategize here. They're like just getting bored and just thinking of I could be doing something much better for the team. So it's really like this kind of leadership role, how you cater to people, how do you grow them, and what do they need, and what are you doing with them? So it's really, it's an art. It's just like you're having good or bad results, and you want to have your team performing well, and they're satisfied. That's like your job, that people produce something and that they are satisfied. And your job is to find out how it works. It's an art. It's also an experiment. You don't know. You can't always say how it's working. You have to experiment, try things out, and constantly adapt. Be flexible. Thank you very much for watching. Please follow the channel.